Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So TCU's offense will be first on the attack. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Takes the easy one to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do is dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here's the pressure. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw, it's Bullard. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gonna swing it on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Bullard. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They're facing a third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking left. He's got an open man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. They've got the lead and trying to put this. Hammerlock here in week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Razorbacks are on the move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Bullard. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the grab down the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. He's got it on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fighting off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has
Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punch it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bullard. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Gore. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Got his man. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's got it, 1st down and more. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bullard. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll move the tight end. Goes to the option. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. The quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Bullard. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create?
He's going to let it go. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quarterback on the keeper. past the 45. Breaks into the open.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Here we go. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 20 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Bullard. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's caught. It's Little. Made a defender miss. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Dropping back, it's Bullard. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's man. Jumped on top of the pile.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Horned Frogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. Quick with the spin move. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes. Offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return. They've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Dances away to buy time. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.